Hello everyone, I'm Joanne and welcome to my craft room. Today we're going to make this absolutely beautiful card. Do a little foiling, a little die cutting, a little spritzing, have a lot of fun. I'm an affiliate for scrapbook.com, Spellbinders, Gina K Designs, and Amazon. If you click a link below and place an order, I do receive a small commission. Thank you so much for clicking on the links and supporting me. I really appreciate you guys. All right, so let me get set up here. We're going to have a lot of fun with Magnolia Bouquet. I pulled this one out. I love these flowers. There's also a large Magnolia hot foil plate with die set. That is also beautiful. I am using the Spellbinders embossing folder here, Tiny Dots. We're going to have fun with that. I'm using the hot foil plate. Today is all about you. Now my packaging sometimes looks like this because Spellbinders does send me samples. But when I purchase things, it looks like this, right? So we'll use that, and we're going to have just a lot of fun with some beautiful blush hot foil. That is a new color that I had purchased and I absolutely love it. So let me get set up here. We're going to also do some foiling on some green cardstock, color cardstock. You can foil on that too. So that's what we're going to do first. We're going to spritz, we're going to emboss, we're going to foil, and I'll be right back. We're going to have fun. Okay, let's have fun with a little spritzing with this Distress Oxide Spray. I showed in a previous video how I got this look. This piece of Neenah white cardstock is 3.5 by 4.5. We're going to do it though, right here. I like shaking this. I like the sound of that little ball in there. Now let me get my box lid. I keep this under my desk. And I use this for spritzing. You've seen me if you follow me, you've seen me spritz before. I love to spritz, it's fun. This takes the guesswork out of everything. One pump, and that's how I got the other one to look the way I did. And so let's try it. I'm gonna do 2 pumps. Look at that, it's gorgeous. Oh my goodness. That's just 2 pumps, guys. Now, I'm going to put this to the side. That's why I did that first. I want to put that to the side and let it dry. So see, with the box lid, I just have that underneath my desk and I pull it up whenever I need it. All right, let's bring in my Spellbinders Platinum 6. And I like a magic mat. I've had some people say that they had some warping, or that they weren't pleased with their magic mat. I do know that these are supposed to be the new and improved. I have not had any trouble with them at all. This is a Spellbinders Platinum 6, and I have changed them in both of the machines that I use. I use a Platinum 6 and I use a Vagabond. Like when I'm on camera, I have to bring everything right here. But when I'm crafting, I have things to both sides of me that I use constantly. Look at that beautiful cut. Isn't that pretty? Okay, let's go ahead and do a piece of the white. So the magic mat just replaces a clear. I got the small one for this machine. I have the long one. You've seen me use it. And I put that one, of course, is in my Vagabond. I use that constantly. But my dies aren't warping and my mat's not warping. I'm having good luck with it. Again, it's all about everybody's machine and how your machine works. So I used my beautiful, I love these hexagon right here. There's 14 of them. They're essential HEXI-GEMS right here. Look at the amount of dies that you get. There's also hot foil plates and other things that go with it. I knew I would love this, this shape, and it's perfect for the hot foiling that we're going to do today. But I just thought I'd show you. It's the 4th and 5th one down from the outside that I used for this card today. And I use the same size and have already cut the inside one for my card. Let me show you. I've already cut out the insides, just the same thing. And let's see, let's go ahead and do a little embossing here. So here, on the base plate, platform A, it shows you all of your combinations. This is a 3D embossing folder. I want to use plate A. My 3D embossing folder with my paper in here. my cardstock. Okay. The greatest thing about something like this is that you can really get, just take your time, you can really get a nice straight line up there at the top, okay? And it really, make sure your dots are even, okay? Just take your time, top and bottom. That looks good to me. Now it shows right here, the open end, it looks like the sandwich goes that way, of course, so that's what I do. I just do what it says. And then we're going to use adapter plate D because we're embossing. And I'm just going to roll this through. It's so smooth. And you know, use any machine that you like, that you have, but if you're looking to purchase one, I really suggest this Spellbinders Platinum 6. Isn't that nice? Because it also comes with that, let me just show you that adapter plate here, the little soft pad that you put your dies up and you can emboss with to make a letterpress look. So I'll say that, which I need to do more of that. All right, let me move this to the side. Good. And let's just go ahead and put, let's see, are we dry? I think we are. Look at how pretty that is. It's a powdery look. Isn't that pretty? And I'm just going to attach that right there with some glue. Right to the center. I have the drapes closed in here. Usually I like to use natural light, but right now the sun is coming up and it's too glary to open the drapes. So maybe in a little bit I'll be able to. The more we do, right? So I'm going to put that right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and mount this to the card base. Might as well get a few things done. Let's make sure that we are straight here because I use liquid glue. You know you've got that wiggle time. Just like that. All right. Now, that is not sticking. I'm not giving it time. I'm in a hurry. No. I get impatient. I know you guys do too. When you're putting something together, it's like, okay, come on. Here we go. I guess it's because I'm filming, you know. Now, let's see. Let's move these out of the way. And then right here, you know, it's good to get things done and then you could build on it, right? Look how pretty that splatter looks. And this is extremely inexpensive. And then, like I said, this weekend there's 5% off until Sunday night. I'm hoping I get this. I will get this video up Sunday. So, isn't that pretty? Isn't that beautiful? I just love that. I was so happy that they sent that for free. Had never used the product before. So when they send free things like that, and then I love it, I definitely order. Okay. Now the inside we're going to put together also because I'm just going to adhere some of my foiling. So these layer so nicely. I absolutely fell in love with this shape. When they came out with this, I was like, oh my. Spellbinders had sent me the hot foil plate to play with, and we did. And I loved it so much. And I just had a lot on my mind about like what I could do with this shape and how I could use it. And I just, you know, you just fall in love with something like that. So here's that. Good. And as you see, I'm using it. Very nice. So now we have like the basic base of our card ready. All right, I'm going to bring in things to hot foil and we'll go from there. Okay, my glimmer machine is ready here. I have my hex and my wonderful saying, today is all about you. If you're new to foiling, a large sentiment like this is a good way to start. I'm using a hinge technique. I want my sentiment centered or wherever that you want it. And then I pull it back, always seed tape, pretty side of this beautiful blush foil to the pretty side of our sentiment. Just like that. Make sure that you're still lined up. I'm going to put another piece right here to help me out. And now this gives me the ability, because everything is sandwiched down and taped down, to go ahead and just place it on my machine. I'm going to push my button. If you're new to foiling, when you get this system, your thin shim goes first, this little like frothy, opaque green one, and then your spacer pad. The green one actually has a heat protectant in it. I say it every time that I foil, just in case I have new people on here with me. All right. Let's go ahead and move the Platinum 6 in. And we'll wait for that to stop blinking. I am, for this plate, going to use a shim. I've used these plates a few times, and I realized with this one, I need a little shim, need a little help there. A little pressure on it. You'll learn your machine. You'll learn all of your plates. You know, everything is just a little bit different. There's a little bit of a learning curve with it, but you could see, you've seen me work through a lot of it. And I'm just really having fun doing it. And once I start getting this hot, all of a sudden, like, I wind up turning off the camera, and then I'm like, well, let me just foil such and such really quick, you know. So I'm going to put my shim, and I'm rolling through one time. And you see I'm rolling slowly because we are pushing the foil into the paper, because we were pretty side to pretty side. Although it's not a big disaster if it's not pretty side to pretty side, okay. You can always clean up your plates with some acetone. I'm going to let that heat up. So let's see what we have on our reveal. This silicone mat comes with it, with your system when you purchase it. And you'll get some dies, you know, to foil with, or plates. Look at how gorgeous. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. That is absolutely perfect foiling. But you see, I have foiled before with this plate, and I knew that it needed a shim. All right, now, and let's put that aside. And now let's go ahead and do a little foiling just with some color cardstock. This is just some green cardstock. So I'm going to take the pretty side of these leaves right here up. Now this is where I'm not going to hinge, okay? I'm just going to take a little piece of foil, a little scrap piece here. Let's cut that. I'm going to put that right over my leaves, just like that. And then I'm going to, where'd my little cardstock go? Did I have a little piece of cardstock? Maybe not. Let me get a piece of cardstock. Let me get a piece of cardstock. And again, this is the hammer mill. You want to use that with your foiling. And I'm just going to place it like that. We'll see what we get. I don't know. It might have shifted a little bit. And then we're going to put this right here. So I need to make some leaves. And I also need to make a flower right here. Oh, I could have put that in there too. Can we do that? Let's see. Pretty side, too pretty side. Too pretty right here. There we go. And do I have a piece of cardstock for that? Maybe, possibly not. Let's see. Yes, I do. I just want to use a little bit bigger piece of cardstock there because I want to make sure that I get my image. There we go. And let's see how we go here. There we are. Don't know about those leaves, but I'll come back and redo them. They're small, no big deal. This one we're going to do with our solid hot foil plate in just a second. See, I get carried away and it's like, ooh, do this, ooh, do that. And that's how this foiling goes. And then you get so addicted to it. You just want, it's like, oh, okay, well, I could just use a little bit of foiling right there. I'm going to go ahead, place my shim and just roll through slowly once. Let's see what we get. I have no idea. Ooh, they came out okay. Oh, poo, I did them on white cardstock. I was supposed to do them on the green. Well, that's okay. We'll do them again. They came gorgeous on the white. Look at that. Oh my goodness, that's gorgeous. We have to do it on the green though. Look, my flower came good too, guys. Oh, wow. Oh, let me plug that back in. Oh, I'm so excited. Peel this off. Have mercy. It's so thin, you know, the foil is. Look at my flower. Oh, that's gorgeous. Now, if you wanted to ink blend or anything, I mean, you could do that and color with pencil. This is so pretty. Now, this is ready for the solid hot foil plate also. But hey, I boo-booed. I need to make more leaves with the green. Let's do that. Okay, and we're blinking. And I seem to be doing quite well with my shim today. Whoa. Did you see that? The static electricity just picked up my paper. So let me lay it back down on there. And here we go. And then we'll get right to that solid plate in just a second here. So let's move this aside. Oh, while that's heating up, you know me, we've got to do two things at once, don't we? This needs nothing done to it. It's absolutely that stinking gorgeous. Absolutely. Okay, let's put this together. This is for the outside of our card. While I'm over there blinking, you know, you can always find something else to do. I don't know about you guys, but my hands have to be busy. There we go. So pretty. Okay. Oh, we're solid. Okay. Let's go ahead. Bring this guy back in. Let's see how our leaves come. Put my shim today. Today it wants a shim. I don't know. Rolling slowly. Okay. There we go. Let's see how we did. Oh my goodness, they came out perfect. I get so excited. They're gorgeous. Now look, a little over foiling here, but that's okay because I have dies. We're going to get those cut out. All right, let's heat that up. I never put my solid hot foil plate away. I'll link it below. You want to have this plate if you purchase the system. If you're getting into foiling, go ahead and purchase this solid hot foil plate. It's from Pinkfresh Studio. The pretty side is the one that has the indention on it. Let me get a piece of Hammermill cardstock. Okay, so we will need, let me move this out of the way. Piece of Hammermill. We'll need our plate. Pretty side to pretty side. Oh, good. The more that you hot foil, the faster that these buttons come on. So that's pretty side to pretty side. Okay, right there. And let's see, let's get another one. Pretty side to pretty side. And pretty side to pretty side. Just like that. Take your cardstock, which now is not big enough. Always have another one cut. Push the timer. Put that down on there. We're beautiful. The green pad first, then the clear. Now all of these can be die cut. Isn't that fun? Oh, I love crafting. I love to, I say this all the time, if you have followed me for the 10 years that I've been doing this on here, I always say it all the time. I start out with this. a blank piece of paper. And by the time I'm done, it looks like this. And that gives me I love that. I just love it. So, you know, I'm a Libra, so we love creativity, right? Isn't that the way that I think that they say? So, I'm also left-handed, so left-handed people are very creative also. I don't know why. That's what I hear. Oh, I had another one right here. I won't sneak it in. All right. I'll get that in a minute. Okay, here we go. Now, with this, I'm not going to use a shim because it's a solid plate. I'm going to roll it through one time. I really believe I have enough pressure. I know my solid plate. So here we go. Now, this is how we have saved so much and gotten double bang for our buck with this foiling. This is amazing, isn't it? So look, there's a thin film. There's no waste here, guys, of your foil. You've gotten 2 flowers, 4 leaves, 2 sentiments. And then, you know, we're going to cut these out with... There's always a thin layer, but as you see, I have wasted absolutely no foil. This is great sentiment right here for another card. More right here. We're actually going to use this one. So there is that. So the hot foil solid plate is a game changer, and it also stretches your supplies. It actually doubles your supplies. Okay, back in a second. Let me get everything die cut, and we'll go from there. Okay, let's go ahead and put our beautiful card together. So this is the one that we did, you know, the reverse foiling. I cut it out with the die that came with the Today Is All About You. Look how pretty that is with the blush in the background and the white sitting on top of the foil. And then this is the foil sitting on top of the white in the blush. Isn't that beautiful? So I'll save this for later. These are all my little pieces and parts that I'll save for another project that I got from what we are doing today. Here's my envelope. Let's go ahead and put our reverse foiled flowers on our envelope. When I put something on an envelope, I really get the glue to the outside. So that when it goes through, you know, it's still holding on. Although I'm going to get into wax seals. I decided that when I was watching The Crown and I saw them use it, I realized that it is an old dying art. Or I don't think it's dying now because everybody's into it. But yeah, so I have ordered a few things. So we'll be looking for that. And I plan on putting those on the back of my envelopes, especially to sell in the shop that are here in town that I sell my cards in. All right, here is the center. Oh, look at that. Perfect, right? Let's go ahead, and I want to pop this up with some dimension. So I just have these strips here, and I just give it some foam in the back there. I think it looks good popped up. So I just kind of want to come around here and really support it because of the shape that it is, right? Might need another one. Just a little piece right here, right? Yeah. All right, now let me just take these off. And let's put this right here in the center of our card. Just like that. Oh, I love it. Now, I decided off camera that I was going to add some iridescent gems that I found in my stash. We'll do that in just a second. Let's finish the inside of the card, because then I have the envelope, the outside, and the inside completed. I want one flower. Magnolia, I should say. I'm going to put that at the top, right here. And I'm going to get the one leaf, because the other three put on the outside. And I'm just going to kind of tuck this in underneath there, just like that. Pretty, right? Then you can write your sentiment right there. Okay, on the outside now, these two are going to get popped up with foam. Now, when I made this, I didn't do this on this video, but when I made this flower, when I was making that card, I clipped this off a little bit right here with the die cut, but I knew it was okay because I wanted to layer my flowers anyway right here on the bottom. So it's not like I was going to throw this away for that. So always remember, you know, you can layer. I'm going to put some foam right in there. You can always layer and hide a boo-boo. You can hide a boo-boo. And not that you could really even see that, it's just that I can. So right there. And then this guy's going to come right over here, and I'm just going to put some foam here. And a little bit of glue up there so that it will attach. And I'm just going to come right over there, just like so. Perfect. Now these guys are going to get popped up with some foam. And I'm going to put them just around and just have fun with them. This guy right here got a little overfoiling there at the bottom. You could see it just a little bit. Wow, look at that glimmer. Oh, I love it. But that's why I'm going to put this little guy right in here. And that's going to hide that. Always make sure that you can close your envelope. Okay, always make sure that your card will fit right there. See, and just a little bit peeking out, that's fine. You always make sure that your embellishments stay within your card base so that you can, you know, get it in your envelope. And when I add the third, it absolutely made it. You saw when I didn't have that on there, it was like, oh. But when you add that, it's perfect because why? It's 5. So that's wonderful. Okay, now let's go ahead and I decided to add these guys. They're just iridescent. They pick up the color. I just had it in my drawer. They pick up the color with which you are working. So iridescent anything is kind of fun. Because if this was blue, they would be blue. And just one right about here. And we are completed. Done. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Ooh, I think they're going to like these cards at the shop. So what I do on here, I sell at the shop. So that's nice. That's a lot of fun. Here's our card for today. A little foiling, a little die cutting, mixing in so many products that I have here from Spellbinders. An embossing folder, the Distress Oxide Spray. Mix up your stuff. Have fun in your craft room. And if you're just getting into hot foiling, I really suggest plates like this that are large so that you do one thing and you don't have to worry about a bunch of detail. And start with that, and then you can work your way up. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.